a full rebuild on her. So she's now got a Ryzen 1700 R7 Ryzen 7 and a EVGA 1070 Ti, and then a 960 Evo. And you know what she's most interested about of all that? The fact that when she goes on Heroes of the Storm, she loads in before other people.
Right, so are you going to invite me?
I need to add you on Origin.
Yes, that would be a thing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, is it the same name?
Yeah, Smoky P. Oh, Smoky P's, I think. So, Smoky P apostrophe S. I think my...
Is the E a 3 or an E?
E's a 3, yeah. I think. I haven't got a profile picture.
Neil?
Neil, yep.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Right. Smoky Peas.
Let's do this.
Yeah, very old account, this one.
Are we going Breakthrough, Squad Conquest?
Whatever you want to do.
Oh, Conquest. Listen. I have no idea. On the PUBG, on the BlueStacks emulator, you could. But that was like an extra. That was like an extra bit of software on top of the emulator that did it. No idea. It was already built in. And BlueStacks is pretty much made for PUBG Mobile. Yeah, you see that white cable. There.
Well, so you have to bear with me on this because I haven't played this game for about.
Oh, you're right.
A few months, something like that.
It was pretty bad.
Oh, we were disastrous. Like our entire team was just bots.
Yeah. To the point where like people would snipe you from like locations where it's not even possible.
Sure.
Oh god, Jordan is playing Bratz on a PS2 emulator. Oh, GameCube emulator with an Xbox 360 controller, Xbox One controller.
Oh dear.
You probably have to go in the settings, Jordan, somewhere and set it without like that's what you're using. The graphics on this just amaze me every time I come on this, to be fair.
This one actually runs, I think, slightly better than PUBG.
Yeah, it does. It's
really
very
good.
well. It's very well optimized.
Considering my CPU, because I was always a bit dubious about buying this because my CPU is so under the recommended, or not even the optimized, even.
Yeah, but your GPU is pretty powerful still, though, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, but this is still. I'm getting bottlenecked on my CPU quite a lot.
Yeah.
It literally, my graphics, I mean, like, PUBG would run better if I had a better CPU, because my graphics card isn't even pinned at 100%, it's running like 70s, 80s. So my CPU is running 100, it's flat out. So I can't wait for my new bits, should help a lot. And we're getting another 970 as well, so I'm not sure whether I should SLI them.
To be fair, the two of those together are powerful, aren't they? That's a lie.
Yeah, I mean, the 970 in theory should outgain the 1060. Should in theory. And that's why I didn't.
Obviously, it depends on how well the game supports SLI, really.
Yeah.
But, Battlefield really likes SLI.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I don't think PUBG really likes it too much.
Yeah, but I can dump off CUDA cores to another processor, another. Hopefully, use both CUDA cores. See what happens.
Yeah.
Play around with it all. I mean, I used to do PC repair for a living.
Oh yeah.
So I kind of know what I'm doing.
Somewhat.
10 years of sorting out people's shit. Finally turned around and said, no, I'm not doing it anymore. The general public are annoying. They want everything for nothing.
If you haven't used parts on it, they think it's free.
Yep. If you have to click a few buttons, then it's free. But like, no, that takes my experience and my knowledge how to sort it out. Pay for it, bit. Which they always have trouble with.
Yeah, I mean, PC. I was obviously cars.
Sure.
And it's the
Pretty
same.
much the same thing. Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, I do remapping, so it's all laptop on cars, and sometimes you'll plug in and just do a little minor adjustment on something, and you got it fixed, and people think it's free, and you're like, well, no, because I didn't spend all these thousands of pounds on this equipment,
or learn for a few years of what I'm doing.
Yeah,
exactly.
To then do it for free for you.
Exactly.
But.
Oh my gosh, I'm still loading.
Good job, we've taken
really?
Objective Baker.
Yep. Oh, we're somewhere. Oh, okay, cool. Right.
Objective Baker has been lost.
Oh, okay, got shot by a tank. Fair enough.
Yeah, that's the worst part of Battlefield, isn't it, the tanks?
Do you get hit markers? You do, don't you?
Yeah.
I've got to remember I haven't got a lead quite so much.
Yeah, also, full auto weapons on this are almost pointless unless you stood in front of them. DMR's kind of rule on this.
Attention, we are losing Objective Able.
Some guy just camping at B.
Oh, forgetting all the keys. How do I collect something from here?
E.
Think.
Oh shit, I just tabbed out again. Why did I do that? No, that's definitely not what I wanted to do.
Well done, we have taken Objective Able.
Just had someone shooting at me, and in the panic of running away, I've lost where he was.
Well, I've got 6 kills already. Don't know how that happened.
Ow.
Bastard.
Good work. Objective Baker taken.
Up above. No way. Hit him for 60. Cool on my body. Got any nades?
Keep hard. We can
Ah,
turn this
94,
around.
I've hit this guy.
Yeah, I should probably change class.
Attention. Objective Baker has been lost.
Oh,
Ah,
that's it. I remember this guy on top. No way. Oh.
You're in the doorway, are you?
No, he's up above. Literally being an arsehole.
I got one of them, but there's 3 up there. Or was 3 at least.
Nice job. Objective Charlie is ours.
Oh, it's being taken.
We have lost objective Able.
You ain't flying then.
I'll fix you, soldier.
Okay, scrap. Hey.
Come on. Have we got a respawn? Right, I'm gonna rush here.
Yep, and crash.
I don't think it likes it, does it? Okay. So my game just tabbed out. And in doing so, I stood on my own grenade.
Nice.
Objective Charlie has been lost. Good show. Objective Able taken. We have now taken Objective Baker.
At least I actually loaded back in a bit quicker this time.
Yeah, it's walk up a bit now.
Can't send me another invite, can you?
How do I do it?
Oh,
Squads.
join friend, don't worry.
Yeah, do that.
We have lost our control of Objective Baker.
I've hit 10 kills. Bastard, they're taking B. We've got guys there, why are they letting them just take it?
Music is so loud.
You bastard.
They almost have us. Raise your game. Objective Baker is ours.
Oh my god, there's a guy.
Objective Able
Oh,
has been
I
lost.
thought you'd got him, bro.
Yeah, I did.
What?
Oh, I spawned on teammate and just got ripped.
Yeah. And literally, guy 2 feet away from me, from my left.
Ah, no, we're gonna lose.
We are.
We are losing
I'll see you
objective
here.
Baker.
Game for about 5 minutes.
Be aware we have lost objective Baker.
Can't really say I've contributed much.
Taking it.
Just have.
Good, we've taken objective Able.
I'm lost.
Oh well.
It wasn't dreadful though,
No.
to be fair. What I guess. I got 14 kills. So
I did before I crashed out.
unless there was just a lot of bots on the other team there that we managed to kill. Don't know. Jordan is playing Dolphin.
Oh, I see.
She's actually playing some Brat's game. Because she is a Brat.
It says Dolphin.
I think that's the emulator.
I don't even think.
I like our team of 5 versus their team of 8. That's good. That's actually what they've done, you know. We've got 5, they've got 8.
Bad.
How?
Sorry, hold up a bit.
Me too.
You must capture and
Oh,
hold
we have 7 now.
as many as you can. Good show. Objective Charlie is ours.
Good, bravo.
I will once again.
We have eliminated our first enemy soldier.
Bastard.
The enemy has taken control of the battle. Seize control of their objectives.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that was no good. I started getting shot at, so I just whipped on where the shots were coming from, fired, and I realised it was a tank. I was like, well, that's not going to do anything. Bastard. Straight back down. This is not my game, this one, I think.
On the opposite side of the bridge.
We are now losing objective Charlie. Objective Charlie has been lost. The enemy now control all objectives.
Yeah.
Strange situation, this, like we seem to get attacked from every angle. That fucking tank.
Oh, be nice to actually be in the game.
I haven't got a single kill yet.
I haven't even been able to look where I spawned in.
He's coming. Keep your head.
We can still turn this around.
Those fucking medics.
What with the stens?
Yeah, they just spray you down from any distance.
And that's why I've
Won't be
then
long.
I wanna overload
balanced it. Oh, come on.
Yeah, every angle you're at, you just.
There's nothing you can do.
We are losing this. Need to step up.
Seriously.
How? I have died 7 times with zero kills. I got 11. Like, was it 11 kills or 10 kills in the last one? What the fuck?
Oh, no. Definite bot that.
There was someone going on there because we just got ripped.
Is it over?
Yeah.
As quick as it started.
I haven't even loaded.
Oh. I think we quit that one.
I'm not sure what my game's gonna do then, because it's still trying to load it. Oh my god.
To be honest, I think 11:30 is probably time for me to go to bed.
Yeah, okay.
Ugh.
Like,
But
well,
this means that tomorrow I can play a bit longer. Finally, the weekend. I've got a couple of small jobs over the weekend, but that's it. Why is Verona doing stuff? Have you played that, Verona?
you mean?
Yeah.
Ronna? No, I haven't.
It's actually quite good.
Capture
Not sure
all
if
as
it's
many
medieval
objectives as you
battle.
can.
Yeah, it's actually quite good. I'm not sure if it's still free. It was like over a weekend or something. The beta versions. Maybe it's all good.
Yeah, from where I've got it to be.
It was quite fun.
Yeah, I just have to be. It's like there's just quite a few games that I want to play, but
Objective
it's
Anton.
one exactly like I'm running on some OSD. Yeah. Fingers crossed this year the lawsuit suing the company goes through, win.
It's all nice.
Secure the enemy objectives.
Yes.
They are taking the
Yeah.
upper hand.
A month. What are you gonna
First blood to them.
grind on it or something stupid, you know? Custom loot sorts.
Yeah. I think my next thing will be a 2080 Ti.
Oh yeah, I mean fingers crossed. I mean to pay out, still have month over.
You
They
cut out again.
sorry,
You cut out a little bit.
the payout should be enough for like buying a house, cars, and all sorts because they got to pay me for my next like 30 years worth of working life too. So
See.
should be able to get quite a few. And basically get the PC that I want, all the peripherals, monitors, keyboards, mouse, fucking whole goddamn thing. Which would be really nice.
9900K and RDX 2080 Ti's in SLI.
I might even just not even bother with Intel and just go with Threadripper and just go 2700s or 2790s, I think they are now, aren't they?
Yeah, but the thing is, for gaming, I think Intel's still better.
It's, yeah, I mean, but realistically, they'll probably be going up to 1440, which then it really isn't CPU dependent, more GPU dependent. So, as long as I get, like, as you say, 2080 or a couple of 2080, whatever, then it'll just laugh at anything I throw at it, and it'll have enough grunt in the background. I'll be able to do recording, streaming, everything like that in my life
Soldiers,
in the
we
back.
are losing objective Anton.
Especially with 32 cores behind it. Going, ha ha ha, give me something
Look,
hard
we
to
have
do.
lost objective Anton.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until the whatever comes after 9th gen. Because I will go 2080 Ti.
The enemy now controls all the objectives.
It is one of those though. Intel though are severely falling behind.
Yeah.
They are really badly falling behind. I mean, I know that. I mean, realistically, Threadrippers aren't that bad on gaming in comparison. I mean, I know that they do lose on gaming performance, but it's only like maybe 5%.
It's latency as well, isn't it, with it?
Yeah, but then obviously they're going to get better. And I would have thought a lot of it is actually down to like motherboard design and chipset and things like that.
Well, it's the single core performance, and if a game's only using 4 cores, then
But again, it's optimization from the game point of view and firmwares and all that sort of crap.
It's like when I was getting my CPU, I rang Overclockers UK because it was where I got it from. And I said, like, what? I'm looking at the 8700K and the 9700K. Which one do you think I should go for? And even though the 97 was obviously brand new and it's more expensive, the guy on the phone said, just get the 87.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the cost to performance really wasn't worth it.
We can still
No,
turn
it's,
this
well,
around.
to be honest, there's a lad in the server who has a 9700K, and he's done that 3D mark, and he struggled, and he could. Well, in fact, I had to go. I was around his house, and I only just of the same managed to scrape 10K with it. Mine did it nearly on stock.
Sure.
So, because obviously it lost the 97 lost hyperthreading, didn't it?
Yeah. It was,
So a lot of the 8 cores, it's just.
sorry, I'm in a parachute. I can hardly hear you. 1 sec. Yeah, it was kind of a flop a little bit. The 97.
Yeah, in reality, the 9900K should have been the i7. Really.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have called that an i9 because it's not, is it? It's an i7, really. It's what the i7 should have been.
They fucked up big star.
We're interested to see what AMD's next thing is. Are these is it the 3rd gen Ryzen's or something?
Yeah, there's the. I don't think they're going though 3000 series because I think keeping it 2700 or something silly. I don't understand why.
But it's meant to be because obviously the one thing that Intel's always had is single core performance and faster clock speeds, and obviously that's where AMD are gunning for them at that point, aren't they?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's very ups and downs. I mean, it's definitely Intel on the back foot.
Unless they've got something in their back pocket, you know, maybe they've got some surprise for everyone. Maybe AMD are going to drop their new thing, and Intel have already got something in the pipeline, you know.
But the biggest thing with Intel's issues is their heat and their heat spreader. Because they need to sort their TIM out, because that's a big thing that's fucking them over.
Yeah.
It's just that they haven't got the decent enough thermal compound to actually dissipate the heat to run more cores, so they kind of already bottlenecked themselves. They haven't got the good enough design basically.
Yeah, the 9th gen they did the whole soldering as well, didn't they? Which didn't work very well either. People are still dealing with them anyway.
Yep, they are.
I don't want to deal with them actually. I can get 5.2 gigahertz without too much of an issue.
Running what sort of temperature?
High 70s.
So bad. Considering you're up in loop.
Yeah, I'm only on a olive one.
That's not bad at all, to be honest.
No.
Objective
Maybe got
data
myself
is
a
locked.
golden chip or something. But it's
What voltage? Do you remember?
I think it was 1.29.
Not too bad.
No. And then when I got the first 2 cores onto 5.3 gigahertz.
Wow.
I couldn't get any more. Couldn't get any more cores
yeah.
on 5.3, so I got like the first 2 5.3 and the rest of them 5.2. It was just blue screen at the time. Even I ran like 1.34 volts, and it was still blue. It was still blue screen. I didn't really want to put any more voltage through it.
Yeah, no, it gets to a point of like, where do I stop?
Yeah. Well, can I afford to replace this CPU right now?
What becomes ridiculous?
Yeah. Just for a higher benchmark. Maybe I should save my CPU.
But then it's all how much money and how much more performance do I want my money? What risk?
Yeah.
I mean, it's mainly heat, really. As long as you can control the heat, you're all good.
Yeah, I think with a custom loop and with it delidded, I could probably sit it at 5.3. I really do believe it.
Sure. Which is actually blindingly good, actually.
Yeah. For a consumer chip, there's not even an X chip, you know.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I mean. Basically, I want to buy that chip. Thank you very much. Oh look, it does that. It's really good.
But yeah, well, the other guys in the server, Kev Tech, he doesn't play games, but he just overclocks his computer and buys computers all the time and builds them, and he just enjoys doing it. But he had the 5820K and a 1080 Ti, and obviously I beat him on score. And because he's the overclocking guy, he didn't like it, so he's went out and bought a 9900K just to beat me. But to be fair, he's only beat me by 400 points on
which actually isn't a lot.
No, not when I might like.
Not when the CPU's like how much more expensive? About 400 quid more expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, £1 a point. Okay, we're at that, are we?
Yeah, I mean we're both like I'm high 10,000s and he's low 11,000s. And it's like, really? But like that's a minor difference, really. But and my graphics score still beats his. It's just the CPU. I've got 6 cores and 12 threads. He's got fucking 8 cores and 16 threads.
We need to capture and hold as many objectives as possible.
You can't compete with it, can you?
Not at all.
Again, but this is what if I can get this to run stable at 5.3, I don't think I could beat it.
Yes, depending on how long you can get it to run at 5.3. It is all stability, I suppose. I mean, what's your power supply?
RM 1000.
Okay, yeah. It's also, I know a lot of people when they try overclocking, they cheap out on the power supplies. And I mean, I've just helped some people. A woman I know who's actually just spent about $2,000 on a PC. She spent more on her case than she did a power supply, even though I recommended to her, like, you need to buy this, and this. She's like, oh, well, why? And I went, well, for a reason being, one, your power supply controls your whole CPU. If that pops and blows out your machine, what's it that are worth an extra 50 quid spending on your power supply to make sure it's decent, the RMA service good, blah 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 blah. She was like, oh, but the other one was on offer, it was all right. I'm like, fine, do whatever you want, like, for fuck's sake, there is no telling some people.
Yeah, which one of those don't go back to you when there's a problem.
Yeah. My power supply it's a fully modular, and it's fan only comes on when it needs to.
Sure.
Only one time I've ever seen the fan come on my power supply is when we ran two 1080 Ti's in SLI
Yep.
and had them overclocked and benchmarking, and that's when eventually the fan started spinning on it.
And you think, Jesus Christ. Like,
What could this thing actually power? You know?
It's kind of like
Small-
you buy a
small
cheap
moon.
calculator.
Yeah. I suppose my next limitation would probably be me motherboard, I guess.
VRMs
Yeah, the VRMs.
mainly.
I mean, it's a Strix board, but it's not like an X chip, not like an X chipset, obviously. It's,
Yeah.
I mean, it says Strix, but at the end of the day, it's mostly just aesthetics, isn't it?
Yeah, it's more a case of what's actually on the VRMs, whether you actually got chipset coolers on them or anything. Because if
I
you
don't.
have, then you can push the power delivery more. If you haven't, then I wouldn't bother. Risky.
I haven't got my own on there, but it does have a heatsink on them as part of the board.
Yeah. It's always better. You always know it's a kind of a better board. I mean, that's something else that with AMDs and things like that, they still haven't got right. They haven't got the phase power delivery right yet, because there's a lot of they jump it too quickly on the AMD boards. They need like 16 phase, things like that, where they're running on like 4 phase and 8 phase at the moment, just like Intel's. So I think that's a lot to do with board manufacturer, things like that as well.
Yeah, well, they're on about using the same board for the next however many years as well, aren't they?
Yeah,
Not
then
gonna
that's
change the
gonna
chipset at all.
that's not gonna can't happen.
No, you can't use old tech with new.
Capture and hold as many objectives as you can.
Surely the board's gonna bottleneck
Soldiers,
at
we have
some
taken
point. Isn't it?
objective
Yeah.
Anton.
Sure is. Yes.
We now secured enough objectives to control this battle.
What do you mean? I have 2 red
Eliminated
dots.
our first enemy soldier.
So it was interesting. When we got all the Jordan's kit, I already had
No.
Corsair Vengeance 3200 megahertz RAM. And
Yeah.
I bought 2400 megahertz RAM for Jordan's PC. The same brand, the identical stuff, but the 2400 speed. And
Yeah.
it'll boot on it, and it will show 16 gig usable 8. No matter what I did, I could not make it have 16. As soon as I put my 3200 megahertz RAM in her PC, straight away it identified 16. So I've now got the 2400 in my PC, and it shows the 16 on mine.
Oh wow.
How weird is that?
Okay, I need to go AFK because my dog sick.
But I've heard that the Ryzen's like faster RAM speeds. So
Yeah, they like lots of RAM timings. Right, I've got to sort my dog out. Just me sick.
right, I'm gonna get off anyway.
Alright, matey. See you later.
Right, tot.
Bye.
In a bit, Morgan.
See you later.
All the objectives are our soldiers.
Wir haben keine Ordnung mehr. Das müssen wir ausnutzen. Mich hat's erwischt. Wir brauchen Sanitäter. Nicht durchatmen. Blut. Helft mir, verdammt nochmal!
there, soldier.
Werfe Granate!
Lost objective Anton. We are losing ground in this battle. Take control of the enemy objectives. We are losing objective Caesar.
Kommen Sie, Soldaten! Macht euch bereit! Ich flick dich zusammen, ja?
We alert, objective Caesar has been lost.
Wir haben das Ziel übernommen! Doktor!
All the objectives are now controlled by the enemy. Good, we've taken objective Anton. Be aware that objective Anton has been lost. We are losing objective Bertha.
Halt still! Bin ja da!
Objective Bertha has been lost.
Ziel ist im Feindeshand! Beschäftigt sie! Ich muss nachladen! Jetzt holen wir uns das Ziel! Ich geh vor! Handgranate geworfen!
Good show, objective Anton taken.
Stone dead!
Beware, we have lost objective Anton.